Hey guys, so today I want to talk about different seduction archetypes. And I've been reading through Seduction by Robert Greene. Highly recommend picking up this book. You're gonna understand seduction in it so many different ways in your life. It's actually a phenomenal book. I love everything from Robert Greene. And the first archetype I want to talk to you about is called the Rake. Now, at first, I didn't particularly like the name the Rake. So, I want you to kind of think of this as the fuckboy archetype, okay? Or, the playboy archetype. Because that's essentially what he is. And there's some upsides and downsides to this archetype. Because I don't think that this is a style that can be maintained for your entire life. But I do think it is something that a lot of men aspire to. And what the Rake is, or the playboy, is women love some undivided attention, okay? And too often, men are quite distracted or they're unresponsive and they don't give the woman the correct attention that they want. And what the fuckboy does is what we will essentially call love bombing, okay? They love responding to the female fantasy by making her his sole desire, but for a very brief moment. And in that moment, he will go to the ends of the earth for her. And that is something that every woman wants. She wants to be the ultimate prize. But she doesn't want to stay the ultimate prize, okay? The whole thing about fantasies is that they're a separation from our day-to-day life, and if they were our day-to-day life, then they would no longer be fantasies, and honestly, it would be quite boring being wanted all the time. So when they get that kind of attention, it's something that really triggers some high emotions in them, okay? Now, the major problem with the Rake, or every fuckboy that we know, is that they're pretty unrestrained, in the sense of they are disloyal, they're known to be dishonest, some of them can be amoral, and somehow all of these negatives add to their appeal. And I know that we've had so many conversations when we've been that nice guy, and we have that conversation with our female friends, and they are always talking about, why is this bad boy just always messing with me? He lies to me, he cheats, he's chatting to other women, and yet somehow that adds to his allure, because no woman wants to be permanently with that person, but they want a taste of that person, okay? And honestly, they love that reputation. The Rake completely lives up to it, and they live in it. And I've had times where women ask me, you come across as a bit of a fuckboy. I feel like you've done this before, and it's usually related to confidence whenever you're flirting. And although we think, we don't want to be known as a fuckboy because that's a turn-off for women, I can't tell you how much that is a turn-on for women, okay? They want to know that you're confident. They want to know that you are powerful when it comes to seducing and taking them on an adventure, taking them out of their regular world. It adds to that allure, okay? Reputation is it's just so powerful. It also adds that whole pre-selection element, because if women know that he is a sought-after man by multiple women, they're gonna want to jump on that, okay? And that's why we kind of have this thought of the alpha male that sleeps with all of the women in the village, but I would say it's more of the Rake who just knows how to turn a woman on for a very brief moment. They have their night of passion, and then that's kind of it. The fantasy doesn't last forever, okay? So you could be a Rake if you want to attract multiple women, sleep with multiple women, but you are not someone that wants to settle down for a relationship, okay? And, sometimes we have those moments, we have those seasons in our life where we want to go and explore, but we're not ready to settle down yet, and that's completely reasonable. But the best way of success is to have this playboy mentality. And how do they add up to that? Is their use of words. They know how to use language to seduce women fantastically. They know how to talk about fantasies. They want to talk about what they would do to that woman, what they would do to give her pleasure, anything that's about her and making her feel incredible and amazing. That is what fuckboys do. That's what the rake does, okay? It stirs that woman's longing to no longer be repressed. They just want to have the door locked, and they want a night of pleasure mixed in with a little bit of danger. And this is sometimes a tough pill for people to swallow, because we're told so much by society that this is an amoral archetype to go for, but it's a very powerful one. And I think if this is the kind of style that you want to go for, you need to live up to it. You need to own it. You should definitely enjoy it. But I think it's very important to just also understand, like, the true power of the rake and the fuckboy, and if you want to go down that route, hey, power to you. But there are other seduction styles that have a little bit more creativity or flair or longevity, something that resonates with you. This one might not resonate with you, but if it does, you need to realize that you need to own up to it, and that's going to be super powerful for you, okay? Now, I'm going to talk about other seduction styles in different videos, and maybe we'll dive in more in how we can incorporate different elements of each seduction style later on down the line. But if this resonated with you, if you found any value out of this, hit the like button, give me a comment, tell me what your thoughts are, and until next time guys, keep seducing.